Give me just a minute to send out a message. Hello, everyone. This is Jen with Jen Sin Art, and this is Michael, my husband. I teach women and men how to paint using acrylics, and we are now back for session 2 of our, I guess, abstract white church that we are painting. This is the original. If y'all can see it right there, I'll show y'all in just a minute. This is the original right here that we are painting. You can see it a little closer. And this is session 2. We went live earlier today to start on session 1, and this is everything that we have painted so far. Give me just a minute to send out a text message to my text message followers, and then we will get started on the painting. Say hello when you get here, and Michael will give you a shout out.
Hey, Connie. Hey, Sharon.
Tell us where you're watching from so we can give your hometown a shout out as well. And maybe you'll meet some people from the same area where you live. That always happens in here.
Make sure they're not weirdos. It's a joke. It was a joke.
Anybody else on, maybe?
Yes. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Doris. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Albany, Georgia. Sharon says, I love the church. Butterfly, awesome night in Louisiana. Sharon says, I'm pretty weird. Sharon, so are we. Doris and Amanda are on.
Okay, I got the text message out. Some of y'all might have just received it, saying that we are live here. We have a lot of announcements tonight, and then we'll get started with our painting. So the biggest announcement is Jen Sin Art is open right now to new members, but we close tonight at midnight. It is your last chance to get in. Last chance until November. The first week of November. I have it written right here. November 15th is actually what I have on the calendar right here. So if you want to start painting your fall decor and you want to get in on all of the tribe paintings that we have in the Netflix library, I call it a Netflix library because it's like being a part of Netflix, except it's for painting tutorials. We have over 120 painting tutorials in our tribe library right now. We have right at 300 painting sisters that paint with us. This is what we were painting just a minute ago. We're not done with it yet, but this is what we were painting in the tribe just a minute ago. We have session 2 coming up. We're going to finish this. Most of my paintings take 2 sessions. They're not a 1-session painting. We take our time, and we don't want to paint for 3 hours in one session. We usually do an hour to an hour and a half per session, and then it's usually about a 2-hour painting, sometimes 2.5 hours, depending on what level we're working on. We have 3 different levels. We have an easy level of paintings, a medium level of paintings, and a hard level of paintings. Okay, so we have a variety of things. And Michael says we have a question.
So we have a new member that's on with us tonight, and she says, what number is it to receive text?
Oh, I can put it in the comments for you right here.
Also, we do have some shout outs. We got Georgia, Mississippi, Australia. That's here with us tonight.
Let me get
from down under.
Hello from Australia. Hello from where else did you say?
Georgia, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, so I'm putting it in the comments right now to receive text messages.
Georgia. I'm sorry.
Paste.
And we got Louisiana in the house.
Hey, Miss Jane, I see you're here. Okay,
Sorry.
it's posting right now. Hey, Miss Pat. Hey, Stephanie from Georgia.
Kansas. Hale.
Now I'm on a bunch of people, Miss Cindy said. Woo-hoo. If you don't mind, please sprinkle the love because we would love for other people to get in on this free painting tutorial that we are providing tonight. Y'all, I'm sorry I have stuff everywhere. Yes, this is my little snack to make it through the night. That's my little cap there. I have some. Oh, I know why. I have an easy fix. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Stephanie has a great question.
Okay, that should be better now.
Is that church easy to paint? Wow.
Yes, Stephanie. Ask everybody else that was here for session 1. Am I yelling? Michael says I'm yelling. Am I yelling?
Help me.
I was a teacher for 25 years, y'all. We just had to talk loud. I guess that's what it is. I don't know.
We've got Arkansas in the house.
So, how many of you were here for session 1? You already watched session 1. Glenda, so I talk like this now? Miss Glenda said, I'm only slightly yelling.
Wow. I was getting anxiety. What's happening? What's happening? Help me.
Okay, so this is our 3rd live tonight. All right, so I guess I'm just like, woohoo, this is our last live for the night.
Is there a template for this church?
Yes, in the comments, all the way at the top. Yes, I have my teacher voice going, Miss Jane. All the way at the top in the comments, you should see a link where you can click on it and it will send you, you put in your email address and it'll send you the template, the painting supplies that I'm using, and the painting colors that I'm using. It will send all of that to you. I am painting on a 16 by 20 tonight. So I even provide a template that is a 16 by 20 size for you. Y'all, the first time I painted this church, I painted it just like a random painting. I just felt like painting and it just like came out. And I sold the painting immediately. And it was a big painting. It was like an 18 by 24 or something like that. So
which one was
that? This one.
Oh.
This is the second time I painted.
Oh, I remember that one. That was we put a wood frame around that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So anyway, just to let you know, if you become a tribe member, this is the one question that I have gotten this week more than any other. If you become a tribe member, do you have the rights to sell your paintings? Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes. I highly encourage you to start selling your paintings. You'll pay for your membership plus make money. I also have videos on how to sell. I have a Facebook group that we do. It's a free Facebook group where we actually post I show you how to post your paintings in there and sell them in that group. A lot of our tribe members have sold their paintings in there. So yeah.
How do you think this would look on pallet board?
Great.
Yep.
I think it'll look great.
Distressed? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, so session 1 is in the live videos on Jen's Den art page. Session 2 is starting now. And what we're going to do on session 2 is we are going to work on the church. I feel like I need to go a little bit higher so you can see the entire.
You had it sideways last time.
Yeah.
Painting.
Yeah. Just a little bit higher. And then we'll be good. Get that. No, I'm not doing any good. So I'm just going to leave it. Sorry about that, y'all. I thought I could fix it, but I can't. Okay. So I'm just going to go here, and then I'm just going to turn it sideways so we can work. I can't work sideways, though. I got to work because I'm painting the church now. So I need to be able to have the whole thing. I'm just going to go like this then. Try to fit it like that. Okay, so
Jen Anderson says, I just finished my bourne. Hey, Jen and Mike, love it.
I'm going to try this. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not as set up as I wanted to be, but this will work. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start working. I had to let it dry because there's a lot of texture on here. So I'm going to start working at the top, and I'm going to work my way down so that my hand doesn't get in the way of the wet paint.
Are you going to stain it first?
Am I going to do what?
I'm sorry. This is Cindy and Sharon talking about the palette board if they're going to stain it first. Would you have done that? Stain the palette board first?
Yeah, I always stain my palette boards first. I like that look. Okay, but that's not necessary. All right, so my first color that I'm going to grab here is my metallic gold. And I have a heavy body metallic gold. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to use my palette knife with a lot of paint. And I'm going to tap and make my cross. I usually like to make my cross last because it's kind of like putting the topping on top of a Christmas tree when you decorate it, you know. But since I'm working from top to bottom, I'm going to go ahead and put it first. And it's very thick so that I have texture going on with it. All right, and I made it super big. Can y'all see that okay? All right. And then I'm going to clean off my palette knife. And I'm going to grab, I have this super bright, vibrant purple.
Question.
Okay.
What if you don't have metallic gold? What can you do?
You can't make metallic gold if that's what you're asking. You're just gonna have to use.
You don't have metallic gold?
Then you're just gonna have to use another color.
Yellow.
Or wait to do the painting until you have metallic gold. I mean, you can use black for the cross. You can use white. You can use, just I guess whatever color you want. But I don't know. Do y'all know of any way you can make metallic gold? Yeah, I don't think there's any way to fix that. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not being all...
Well, I guess the question is there an alternative that you would suggest if someone does not have metallic gold to replace where you're using metallic gold? For instance,
you
Annette
can use
says, can you use brown?
You can use brown. You can use like a gold, like a yellow, Yeah, yellow would be good. It would be kind of like a gold.
I said yellow.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
Copper.
That would work.
Great. Norma says copper.
Okay.
Yellow ochre.
Yeah.
Right
yeah,
on.
That would be pretty.
Way to go, girls.
Yeah, thank y'all. Because I was a little confused on what exactly the question was. I was like, I didn't know if they were asking how do you make metallic gold.
No, what if you don't have metallic gold?
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take this Payne's Gray that we used in the first session, and I'm going to use it again. And I'm just using a paintbrush right now. And I am going to come down here. Well, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to come right here in the middle, and I'm going to kind of make my window with that Payne's Gray.
Great idea, Susan.
Okay. What's the idea?
Susan says she bought a set of metallic paint markers to use sometimes if I need to better control my lines.
Great idea.
Yes.
Yes. So a metallic paint marker would be another option. If you have paint markers, a lot of y'all use paint markers, and that'll work just great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. So I'm coming back, and I'm just making a few little areas where I'm going to have a few little lines here and there. I'm just using a paintbrush first, but then I'm going to come back with the palette knife in just a little bit. I'm just trying to get the solid colors in there. On my windows. Kind of like a point at the top, and then I'm just going down like this. And then my door, I'm going to go with the door, let's see, about right here.
Move the paint up just a little, please.
I can't.
You can't?
No.
But they asked, that's all.
Okay, I'm going to try.
You want me to come over there and help?
No, I'm just going to have to turn it like this and work sideways.
What can I do?
That thing needs to be higher.
This needs to be higher?
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Give me a second.
All right. So I'm going to work sideways tonight until we get that going.
Well,
it's all the way up.
Yeah, it is. Now, give me just a second, okay?
Mm-hmm. Try not to move this.
I did, but no. Just a second, I'll make it work. Hang on, sugar.
All right, so this is super, super dark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of white to it to get that blue to come out more. See how that makes the blue come out? Okay, a little bit of that white in there.
All right, tell them it's going to shake a little bit.
Okay, y'all give us a second. Let's see if we can fix the problem. The canvas is too big, and so we got to bring the camera up. We got to like try to raise it up some more.
Hold the camera. Hold this pole just for a second. Hold the pole. Hold the pole. Just hold it in place.
Put it the other way. Put it the other way. No, this way. There you go.
Back like that. Yeah, like that. Now you make sure it's right. I got it.
It's going to fall forward.
I got it. I said you just make sure it's positioned correctly.
Let's see. Is that higher?
So this is what you get with Jen's Den. When there's a technical issue,
Okay,
we
got
are
it.
on it.
All right. Got it. Perfect. Thank you. We did not have enough makeshift boards to put my phone any higher up. So we just went get some more bricks outside. So we can raise the whole camera way
And
higher.
believe it or not, there's a cold front right now coming in.
Really?
Yes.
All right. So here we go. Next step, we're going to grab a little bit of purple. And I'm going to put just a little tad bit of purple in here with my paintbrush. Just solid purple. And now I'm going to switch to my palette knife. And my palette knife is going to allow me the opportunity to make all of this a little bit more rustic.
Still can't see the bottom of it. Yeah, you can.
I was like, oh no. Don't tell me that.
Tracy says, I love all the technical information and features. Yeah, there's nothing but the best with Jen Stan
You
Archive.
should see what we have holding this camera up. We have a rock from the stream out in our Canyon Creek stream right there. There's a big rock that I'm using to hold it so that it doesn't tip.
And a big brick. Tracy said it didn't even phase sugar.
Yeah, she's used to our makeshift stuff. All right. Now I'm going to come back with some metallic gold. And
That's right, Ruth.
I'm going to just put a little bit here, a little bit there, right at the top of the door. I'm going to put a lot. I'm going to put some here. And then I'm just going to start having some fun. And my kind of fun is you just make it your own. So I'm going to add a little bit of gold in here. I'm going to add some gold right here. And right here. And I'm going to tap the side of the palette knife in the metallic gold. And I'm going to put that all over. And then I've got this part. Now that's my blue I'm using right now. And I'm making this part of my...
All right, Curry. Curry just got home from her granddaughter's recital.
Oh, how was it, Curry?
She said it was a blast.
Oh, good.
Right on.
It sounds like fun. A proud grandma moment, I'm sure.
So I know Jen said this, I'm going to say it again because that's what we do and that's what we're trying to get done is try to get you to join. I had said earlier today, you're here to learn how to paint. Maybe paint better, maybe learn new techniques, maybe learn some technical aspects of painting, maybe even learn how to sell your paintings. Jen teaches all of that. And she's got over 120 tutorials to show you how to do all those things. However, in addition to the painting, the thing that I love the most is the fact that you get to meet with like-minded people. 99.999% of them are women. And you get to share your joys and your trials and your tribulations and your happiness of family and God and just being in a fellowship with one another. So that's what you get. So it's not just about painting. It's about possibly turning this into a business, turning this into a ministry, turning this into an opportunity to put you first. Those aren't my words. I believe Susan said that last night. You know, it's investing in you. And a couple other women said that last night, and I thought that was wonderful. It's not just about investing in something that you get to do for funsies, but if that's what you do, great. Because this is a great time to relax and have a peaceful moment to enjoy. So anyway.
So y'all see what I'm doing? I'm taking a bunch of paint on the edge of my palette knife. Y'all ask questions if you have it. And I'm adding kind of like a little frame, in a sense, around everything.
Love it.
And now I'm kind of cleaning off my palette knife. It's got a lot of blue and it's got some gold in it, and it's kind of mixed together. And I'm going to kind of scrape a little bit on the actual church. So you're not thinking about it. Don't think about it. Just do it. If you think about it, you get you get too perfect and then you mess up. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes. Love this church. Beautiful, says Katie Jones.
So now we're just having some fun. Now I'm going into the purple. And I'm going to touch, 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 touch. I'm going to do it with the blue. Just touch. Now, I let all of this dry already, and that's why I came back for session 2, because you got to let all of this dry if you're going to give yourself the opportunity to add this fun to it like this. Because in order to use that palette knife, a palette knife allows you to make a lot of thick layers. And when you're playing with a lot of layers, if you don't let some of those layers dry, you start making a mess because everything is so thick on top of each other. So you would want to make sure that you give yourself some time to dry. Now let me explain to you what I'm doing now. I'm wanting to add just a little more. See that? I'm wanting to add just a little more color. So I'm taking a dry paintbrush and I'm allowing some of that wet paint to be smeared in with a dry paintbrush. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So once you start working with palette knives and paintbrushes, you start to notice that you can get some effects with a paintbrush that you can't get with a palette knife. For example, what I'm doing right now. And then you can get some effects with a palette knife that you can't get with a paintbrush. So that's why I like to use both.
Tracy says, is Jenna using black or is that purple? Can't tell, and I missed what you said.
It's the Payne's gray and the purple. I'm not using black. So the only colors I have right now are Payne's gray and purple. And y'all, I noticed something about my painting style. When I get in the zone, I start painting really fast. So I apologize if I start painting too fast for y'all. Just tell me to slow down. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to make some little squares, like the door has the look of, like, what do you call that? Like some door panels. And I'm using white to do that. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this blue. And I'm going to pull down. And that's going to be some stairs down here.
Looking beautiful.
And then this whole area at the bottom, I'm going to come back with the palette knife. Okay, question?
Kimberly says, another amazing painting. Question, I miss where I think it's either gold or yellow and the blue came from. Was it underneath or did you add it with the blue?
Wait, I didn't understand.
Did you add the gold or yellow in the blue, or is it from underneath and you just added it with the blue?
Did I add the gold
You see
or
the
yellow?
gold. You see the gold in the painting of blue. So did you put the blue first, And then add the
This
gold later, or
gold
is it
up here?
underneath it?
The one up here or in the church?
I don't know if Kimberly's asking. I'm getting nervous.
The one around the church is after. I put the gold as the last step. I think that's what she's asking, right? All right, so this bottom right here.
Sandra says it's on top of the blue. Yeah, so you added the gold.
I kind of mix a little bit of both, like a little bit before, a little bit after. You know, like it's just layer after layer after layer. So, all right, now we get ready to have some fun with some green. We're gonna finish this off. So the green I'm gonna use is gonna be a green that kind of blends in well with these colors, and that's basically gonna be mostly like a lighter green, not a dark green. So
what color is that purple one?
the purple is a deep violet. It's actually called violet.
Right, that big thing right there, acrylic right here to your right. Is that it?
No, that's blue.
Oh.
Where's my other one? I had another one. It's called Prism Violet. Here it is. So these are the two violets that I use. This is like a really cheap Artist Loft violet. And then this is a Master's Touch. It's called Prism Violet. So it's super, super.
Sharon Moose loves it.
See this? It's like it's almost like an LSU purple. If any of y'all are from that area, I think that was almost my inspiration, was the whole LSU theme stuff. So, all right. It kind of has a little bit of an LSU theme to it because it's like purple and gold church. I don't know. It just kind of came out.
Oh, I definitely didn't have that idea.
Really?
Yeah. It was gorgeous, though, I tell you that.
Okay, so now I'm going to start adding some green, like some greenery with a paintbrush first. And then we'll see how that works. Just dabbing away. This is a very abstract painting for me. I'm not usually this loose. I'm usually really loose in my paintings, but this one I went a little above and beyond. And I really took a liking to it, and everybody else did too. So I'm just kind of wrapping it around a little bit just because I think it's pretty cool. Kind of makes it feel like it's got a bunch of bushes and trees back here.
Do you always use thick acrylic paints? That's Sandy, the Jarnett asking.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
She does change the platform on which she paints on. It can be canvas, sometimes it can be media pads, it can be palette boards. Sometimes a cabinet door, which we talked about in the tribe. Jen painted a Charlie Brown Christmas tree on a cabinet door. It was gorgeous. I loved it. It sold. I actually wanted that for the office. I was going to use it as my Christmas tree, but that's another story.
So, I do buy my favorite craft paint. I don't hardly use craft paints anymore. As I've gotten deeper and deeper into painting, the less likely I am to buy the craft paints, the more likely I've become to buy the professional grade paints, just because they work a lot better for the types of paintings that I do, and the style that I have, because my style is I use a lot of texture in my paintings. So the one craft paint, if you use craft paints, the one craft paint that I would recommend is Folk Art, because it is a thicker type of craft paint, and that is the one craft paint that I use if I use a craft paint. which most of the time I don't. The only reason I do a lot of times is because I have some left over from when I used to use craft paints. Okay, let's make that little circle in the middle with some gold. I like that. I want some more gold up here. So
Thank you, Cindy
and
and Tracy. Someone asked if that was metallic gold, and I typed yes, it is. Then I got real nervous. I was like, I don't know if that is metallic gold. But then Tracy and Cindy said yes, it is. So.
Okay. So, getting close to the end. It's just the fun time. You do whatever you want. Now I'm going to take a step back by standing up and looking at it and seeing.
Man, this gives me an UMV for Christmas for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Just threw some purple on here. I'm going to go a little bit. Add a little bit of darker colors in here, which is just the deep purple.
The template is on, right? Is in the Facebook?
No.
No, the template
the
is not.
template is in the description at the top. You'll see an advertisement. Did you see it?
Tina Bro asked. No.
You can copy and paste it in the comments.
Okay.
Did you find it?
No.
If you go to the original post at the top,
okay,
and you look at when the live started, there's a description.
Oh, okay. It says Jen's Den Art is live now.
And then if you hit more.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's supposed to be there. Y'all don't see the description?
All I see is overview, live chat, and your replies.
Let me see. Turn your computer around.
Is this painting going to be one for sale on the August Facebook sale?
Yes.
Here you go, Jen.
Yes, I am having a live Facebook sale. I don't know why it's not there.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not there. Let me see. I'll find it for you then if it's not there. So there's no description to this.
No, ma'am.
That's weird. All right. Because I put one in.
Oh, you just posted it? Oh, no, Shanda Reed posted it. I think, no,
Is there a description?
Shanda Reed posted it on Flowdesk.
Yes.
Search option in July.
So where did you find it,
Shanda
Shanda?
Reed, thank you so much. Man, that was nice of her. Wow.
It's probably in the descriptions at the top.
I don't have it.
See, I need Shanda. You want to work for me?
I got fired?
I need somebody like that can do that for me.
Where you at, Cindy? Help me out here. Tracy, help me out.
All right. I think I'm getting close to being done. What do y'all think?
I know, Wilson. I know. Wilson said, you got the eyes, boy.
Okay, one thing that I don't like is I feel like I have a little bit too much purple going down right here. So I'm going to grab a little bit of white and I'm going to kind of calm that down a little bit.
Thank
What?
Chandra said, I've been looking for a way out of nursing. Right on. Right on, Wilson. Wilson got my back. If I go, she goes. So what's up? What's up? What's up?
Wilson, he's not going anywhere. You know that. He shows up 3 minutes before the live starts, and he's like, "You need any help?" And I'm like, "No, I got it, baby." No, I'm just playing with it. All right, guys, this is super fun. This is a wonderful, fun painting. If you're looking to get loose and have some fun and just kind of let go a little bit, this is a perfect kind of painting to do this. And I would love to see your work in our free Facebook group. Can you post that in there? The free Facebook group. Michael's going to put the link to the free Facebook group in the comments.
Where do I find that?
I'm going to do it. Hang on.
I think you were going to do it anyway, but Cindy, she got more than the look. She got a little talking to coming as soon as we end this in about 5 minutes.
All right, so I just posted the link to the free Facebook group. If you're not a member of our free Facebook group, we have some free tutorials in there. They have links, some of them. I have a YouTube channel. You can find the links there. Remember, tonight we are closing the doors until November for our tribe. We have over 120 painting tutorials in there. Remember this painting tutorial that we just did, and you know what? I'm looking at something a little bit different in this one. You'll see something a little bit different in this one. Let me see if I can get it to show up. Nope. Okay, see how I did I went around with a paintbrush. Okay, so I went around with a paintbrush and I made the kind of like highlighted the edges of the church. I did not do that on this one, but let me see if I can add that little touch really quick, because I really like that. It kind of makes it look like there's like a glow coming from the back of it. So I'm going to take a paintbrush with some metallic gold. This paintbrush is super, make sure it's a clean paintbrush, because this one's not clean. Take some metallic gold, kind of like a dry brush effect, and basically.
Oh, see, so Katie found it through Jen's Den Art, and that I posted.
Thank you.
Twice. And this size is what, Jen?
This is a 16 by 20, which the template that I provide for you is a 16 by 20 or an 8 by 10.
Right on.
Okay, so all I'm doing is going back with a little bit of that metallic gold and dry brushing it right on the edge. See that? See how it kind of makes it pop a little bit?
Mm-hmm. We got our sisters are advertising for us.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
This is one of those paintings where you can just keep on playing with it and keep on playing with it. And
Not
everything.
too much, Mama. It's perfect like it is.
Yeah, it is pretty perfect, isn't it? I like it.
It's beautiful.
All right. So I just added that little touch there. There we go. Gives a little bit of glow. It makes the church kind of pop out even more, you know? So, all right. So, yeah, that is a painting that I think you would enjoy to do. And I would love for you to share your work with us. Whoa, Jen, you got the look. I got the look. What is that song? Y'all know that song? Ooh, no, is that a song or not?
Do it, Karen. So I want to tell y'all something. So the scripture popped to my mind. It did not pop to my mind in order to tell you to join this tribe, but it came to my mind, I think, is because at the time that we are going through in society, we have to be diligent in what this scripture says. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 through 9. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. In my therapy that I do with all of my veterans who have PTSD and substance abuse and bipolar and paranoid schizophrenia and all that, I always tell them in my own words, Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 through 9, to focus your mind continually on the good things that God has given us. And it will change your life. And it has to be an everyday thing. It's so hard to be consistent. God knows that. And that's why he makes his mercy and grace available to us all. So we love you guys, and we thank you, and I hope that you join. And if you don't, we love you anyway.
Yes. So I just want to say a couple of things before we go. It has been super enjoyable over the last week, I guess. I've been going live pretty often on in the public page, on my business page. If you don't follow my page, please do so. And I love going live and meeting not only our tribe sisters, which are always around, supporting me, but meeting new people and adding more wonderful men and women to our community. And I say men and women, right now we have a little over 300 women in our tribe. But I also have a mini tribe, and we do have one. Ron is the only man that paints with us, but he and his girlfriend paint together. And so that's why I say we paint for men and women. You don't have to it's not just for women. It is for both men and women. And we have such a great time. And I mean, it's just super fun. It's really a blessing to us. We do this because not only is it our ministry, but because it feeds our soul as well.
Oh, doesn't it?
So,
you have no idea. That's probably the thing that we tell you about, but how much of a blessing it is for us, knowing that we're coming in here, knowing that we're going to do this, knowing that we're going to talk to like-minded people. It is a huge soul lifter.
And then at night when we go to bed and I'm looking at my iPad and I'm going through the Facebook group and I'm looking at everybody's paintings and stuff, and I'm like, Michael, look at this one. Look what they did. Oh my gosh, look how good it looks. Look at this. And like, we're always talking about y'all. Like, y'all are part of our family. So it's just a lot of fun.
So session 1 and the second one, template, that is where? Can you just go over that one more time?
I'm not quite sure I understand what you said.
The template for session 1 and 2.
Okay, so in the comments, I'll put it again right now. The Flow Desk form is where you will get the template. You have to sign up. It should have been in the descriptions. I don't know why it didn't show up. Okay, so I just posted it again. It's called Flow Desk. You'll see a view.flowdesk.com. If you go to that link, it'll bring you to the page where you sign up, and then you'll get an email for the template and the painting materials and the colors to be emailed to you. If you still can't get it, then please let me know. Just message me or email support@jensdenart.com, and Kelsey will answer you back.
Good night, Patricia.
Good night, Patricia. And yeah, so that's it.
God bless you guys. Mwah.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on Jens Den Art. Thank y'all for being here.
Later.
Bye.